All right, so I'm gonna go on another bike ride. I wasn't recording, but a gentleman just came up to me and was asking me about my bike and asking me for money, and it's you know, it's a tough time out there, but you know, we gotta just keep on going. It's hot and miserable. I'm having all kinds of weird drama in my life right now, but I'm just gonna go for a bike ride and see what happens. All right, so it's kind of a muggy day, and by LA standards, it feels like it's in the 80s, which is a little bit cooler than normal. I'm wearing shorts again today because I don't want to get it too hot, even though I don't know if I look good in shorts. I'm gonna go today across the 6th Street Bridge, and I'm gonna go into Boyle Heights. This is a trip that I make a lot, and I enjoy it, but I've never recorded it, so I'm gonna hit the record button and see what happens here. LA is sort of a hard place to ride a bike, as the guy was saying. Very scary. You never know who's gonna come around the corner. I do enjoy exploring Los Angeles. I ride often as I can. So yesterday was a very chaotic day. So all day long I had these drunk dudes hanging out in front of my space, making noise, playing music, throwing bottles at the building. I asked them to go, you know, hey, can you turn the music down? Can you try this, try that? Because I was inside trying to record. I'm a recording engineer in my real life. And they just ignored me. That was their new tactic. They just did not acknowledge that I existed. I'm like, okay. So I kind of just dealt with it. You know, what are you gonna do? They weren't being violent. They weren't being crazy. I just sort of had to deal with it. At about 11 o'clock, I hear this, you know, screeching of tires. And so I get out, and there's like easily 200 people in front of my space. There was a street takeover going on. So I climbed up on the roof and I shot some of the footage. I missed the fireworks, and I missed the actual spin outs because it took me a while to get my ladder out and figure there's not an easy way to the roof. But it was chaos. I went outside and I looked, and I guess this one guy had, I don't do jumps, by the way. I don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's just how I am. I don't do, some people hit the hills, I don't hit the hills. Some people like the bumps, I don't like the bumps. It's not good for my tushy. Anyway, so I go outside, I get the video, and it looks like one of the guys doing the donuts blew out his engine or something. Because him and like 30 guys were trying to push the car, and it wouldn't move. And then this other guy in an SUV came up and behind him and started pushing it. And he finally got it to the side, and the dude just abandoned his car. I mean, it's probably like a $50,000, $60,000 car with all the upgrades. And the dude just abandoned his car. And then the cops came, and then they checked it out, and then I went to bed, but it looked like they towed it away. It was gone in the morning. But it was just chaos. You know, like, I love Los Angeles. I've been here 20 years, but I'm also like, you know, looking at stuff like this where I'm like, I don't know if I got it in me to stay here much longer. I need like to grow. I need to hit the reset button or something. Oh, wow, look at this. Whoa. Woo. Very cool. Oh man, look at all of them. Look at this one down here. Whoa. The cooker in the back. Those guys came to play. I'm not sure where I am now. I always wonder when people pull up next to me and they go slow. Sometimes I think they're turning, but a lot of the time I feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped. I feel like they see this little pretty boy that I am, little sweet piece, little sweet meat. They give me an eye and they're like, I'm gonna take it. I wanna get a piece of that. I feel like I'm gonna get snatched off the road, get forced into a new life. A new life of, you know, helping somebody else feel good. All right, so I'm just exploring here, just trying to see what the world looks like in the side streets here. I do like this area though. It's quiet down here, these beautiful buildings. I mean, look at these things, it's beautiful. I know that the secret movie club, the $1 Million Movie Club. No, Secret. I can't remember what it's called. We used to go to them all the time before. I can't remember the guy that runs it either. I can't remember his name. Secret Movie Club. His name is Howie. His name is Thad. I can't remember his name, but his movie theater is right over there where he shows the movies, and it's very cool. They show old movies. He does everything on film. What is his name? I don't know, it's been too long. I don't know, the pandemic threw me off. Everything old is new again. Anyway, so we're in the Arts District. We're making our way over to the 6th Street Bridge. I used to have an office over here. In fact, I'm gonna look at it. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at what my old office used to be. Let's see here, if we turn around. No bumps. Here we go, crossing the street. This guy's coming at me. It was down off Santa Fe. So let's go over and see what Santa Fe is doing. This guy's got a stop sign, so let's see if he stops. Get back on the sidewalk where it's safe. I'm out in my shorts, so I don't want to get a bruised knee or whipped by some sort of plant life, but I think it's safer over here. All right, let's see. So this is Bay Street. We're on Mateo right now. Let's see. Oh man, look at this. Forgotten LA. Not been trimmed. Nobody gives a hell. All right, let's see. Can I get through without getting killed? No thorns, no thorns, no whammies, no whammies. On this one, no. I don't think so. Wow. Nobody. This is, you know, little pockets of LA that are just, there's fireworks. I guess somebody's been here, but like for the most part, LA kind of, it's a lot of forgotten little areas. All right. Here's Mateo. Here is 8th Street. I'm gonna go down this alleyway to get over, but I was on 8th and Santa Fe. Whoa. Man, look how colorful this alleyway is. Look at this. I don't know anything about graffiti. I don't know anything about it. So this is the back of the building I used to rent an office from. Let's see. Pretty. They painted it. When I had it, it was green. Oh, look at this. This is new. All this is new. Plants out here. Yeah, so here we go. So this is it. So this was my old building. I bought those lights. I put them in, not realizing that the landlord now owned them. Interesting. Man, look at this. Everything. Look, glass broken. Looks like people getting their cars broken into. Yeah, this is kind of became a little sketchy area. But that lady that sells fruit is still there. Going around the corner. All right, well now, let's actually start the journey. Let's head up to the 6th Street Bridge. I do like this though, like the forgotten LA, like the little alleyways and the back rooms. I mean, this is a very vibrant alleyway during the week. People work here. These are all factories. And I'm here on a Sunday, so it's a little bit less like that. I don't know, but I like it. I always was gravitated to these areas. Brisket breakfast burrito. That's actually hard to say. Brisket breakfast burrito. Did I just have a stroke? Brisket breakfast burrito. Brisket breakfast burrito. Man, even in my own my own language, I'm screwing things up. I learned some new Spanish today. A huevo, obviously. Habla español? A huevo. Well, para mí, un poquito, pero habla un poquito, pero a huevo. I love the Mexican Spanish. I just love the way that it's sing-songy, and it's full of, they just love the double sense. And there's so many, I mean, all languages are like that, but I mean, that's the one I'm learning, is just Mexican Spanish, man. It's just, it's my favorite way to speak. I love how it sounds. Love it in music. I wish I could roll my R's better. At all. Quedaron. Te quedaron muy bien. I never hear that. No one ever tells me that. Quedaron, te quedaron muy bien. El Laulio. Mariachi. Mariachi. Are very hard. Even in English, that's hard for me. We just got to remember where we parked, because now I don't know where I am. Well, I'm on Santa Fe, but I'm trying to figure out how to get back. All right, this is fun though. Warner Brothers music. I remember when this building was just old and empty, and the guy that bought my building where I was renting wanted this building so badly, but he didn't have the chops. He wasn't quite big enough of a fish, so he did not get it. And personally, I don't think he had an eye for design. I think he was not talented enough, even if he had the money. He was a big fish with money, but not the talent. And I think there's a level when you're doing investment in buying things and developing things where they do actually care about the eye, not just the money. Money does not buy everything. We're going slow, we're skipping the bumps. You know, I feel safe. Got my helmet on, got my camera on. The only thing I'm bummed with is that I didn't hit record when that guy walked up to me and was talking to me. I'm like, oh, I get this great footage. And I was like, nah, maybe I don't want to violate his privacy. He didn't know I was recording. So I just let it be. Oh, I'm gonna pull over, fix my shoelace. The Brompton is so weird. Doesn't have a kickstand. All right, so I'm somewhere I'm near Pitanista in the Arts District. I'm gonna head over to the 6th Street Bridge and go to Boyle Heights. Let's see what that's like. I know what it's gonna be like, it's gonna be fun. So I work as a sound mixer in television, commercials, hidden cameras, video games, on set. I record dialogue on set. And right now there's a strike going on, so there's no work. I've got a job next week, some sort of live to Twitch feed, but it's really slow. And I've got to figure out what to do. Like, LA is sort of, I love LA, man, but it's sort of letting me down lately. I don't know, if I can't find work, I'm gonna have to figure something out. So I'm working next week, then I'm gonna take a trip to Mexico City, which I've lived in on and off for about 20 years. See some old friends, hang out, and then I think we're going on a road trip. I think I'm gonna head to North Carolina, see my parents, and try to, you know, clear my head, because LA is sort of kicking my butt these days. But I gotta say, man, these bike rides are really saving me. Like, I bought this bike so I could get out of the house more and, you know, get some exercise. And I had another bike, but it was just too big to move. And now this one is little, and I love it. And now that I started recording them and I'm posting them to YouTube, it's really fun. Like, it's engaging another part of my brain. Ah, so cool. It is beautiful over here, I gotta say. This is Boyle Heights, the warehouse district of Boyle Heights. There's a lot of studios over here, or there's a bunch of stages over here. There's a studio, and then there are a bunch of art galleries and manufacturing hubs and rental spaces over here, in addition to, I think, people that live over here. And there must be a few houses and a bunch of unhoused people, formerly known as homeless. Well, I don't know what the word is anymore. What makes people happy? Unhoused, houseless, voiceless, houseless, voiceless? That's a good one. That's a new one, voiceless. I was speaking linguistically, but the voiceless. But they do have a voice. Do they? No, I guess there's down in Zombieland, they don't really have a voice. It's people speak for them. But either way, it's a very tough situation, let me tell you. Los Angeles is a rough town. You earn your way here. Just like Mexico City, you earn your way into that city. It is not a place that they just hand you. There's no cards being handed out. Welcome to the party. None of that. I think these people are always parked here. I think it's like a church thing. They park to pick people up at church. The 5F, fivefold church. I don't know what that means. I dig it. But over here where I'm headed is my favorite place to come. I call it the beachhead. I don't know what it's actually called. There's a hot sauce factory down there. But otherwise, it's where people come to do nefarious things, to get out of the way. And where I come to bike ride and clear my soul. I don't think I'll ever walk down here, but I definitely think riding my bike over here is a fun event. Ah, remnants of another street takeover, although this isn't much of a street to take over. This guy's got a whole setup over here. Again, the forgotten LA. Hidden away and forgotten. People are existing and thriving in their own way. So I look at the street takeovers and I think, oh man, it's chaos, it's violence, it's you know, criminal behavior. But the truth is, humans are always this way. They just like to get out and ride their horses. You know, just go out and shake some things up, shake the trees, see what fruit falls out. I get that. Oh, glass. I don't think we're much different, even though it's frowned upon. I don't know there's much difference. So something is going on down here, which I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way down. But anytime there's a gang of people, I think, I don't want to be part of that. I don't know why. I love this part of town. I love these little things, these weird, the underbelly, the plumbing of Los Angeles. I love it. All right, time to move on. Don't want to stay anywhere too long. I don't know if that train guy was mad at them, warning them. Maybe he's giving them a warning, or maybe he was just giving them a hello. Never can tell. Truth be told, I don't like when people park in the bike lane. There's very few safe areas for our bikes, and people treat them like parking spaces. And now that I'm biking a lot, I see it so often. I mean, what can you do? Just keep on moving. Doesn't do any good to yell at anybody. So as I said before, I work in the television industry, and there's a strike going on right now. The actors and the writers are both striking at the same time, which for whatever side of the issue you fall on, it puts me out of work. It puts me and a lot of people out of work, and not just us. The secondary industries, the restaurants and the flowers and the catering and the props, and there's just a lot that gets put on pause while they figure out their deal, which is fine. That's just the way it is. Uh-oh, traffic jam. Hi. There's a bump for you. So my father called today, and he's worried about me. He's in his 70s, and he's a boomer generation guy, and he had a career his whole life, worked for IBM, and then he retired early and went into the ministry, and you know, became a minister of music, and went to Thailand, and you know, did what he thought was right. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I'm not an atheist, but I'm kind of agnostic. Like, I don't know what life is like afterwards. I think that's the right way to use that word. And you know, he's very practical, so he just called to talk about what I could do instead of this job that I'm not doing anymore. He tries to help. My brother called me, but it's a little bit of a tough time right now, man. I think for everybody. Everybody I interact with is upset and angry and ill-tempered or short-tempered, irritable. And you know, I'm not as, immune to that. I try very, very, very hard to talk to people, to, you know, hear them before I speak. But I've definitely been guilty of, you know, overreacting lately. The last couple of years have been so tough, and now they're adding the strike on top of it, where what are we gonna do with our lives? What are we gonna do? I just don't know. But I gotta figure something out. And right now, bike riding is the only thing that makes me feel better. Afternoon. Oh, something's going on. Again, this is like one of the areas I really love about LA. It's part factory, part warehouse, part office space. Somebody's maybe living in there. Who knows what these buildings have been refurbished to, rehabilitated. Let's get to the other side. It's pretty. For lease. Maybe we could all go there. Let's chip in. This one's for lease too. The whole thing. Let's get two. Let's get two next to each other. Everyone will fit. Oh, will I make it? Am I gonna make it? Spoilers, I made it. Woo, bump. Bumpity bumpity. Oh man, no sidewalk up here. This is gonna get dicey. This is gonna get dicey. I'm going for it. Let the world figure it out. They took away my sidewalk, and I'm gonna take it back. One way or the other, I'm gonna have my sidewalk. I'm an old timer, an old prospector. Excuse me, Bill. Sorry. Woo! There's a hill. That was fun. I think that guy threw his bottle at me in anger because I was so threatening on my Brompton, my foldable bike. I think my new motto is just let the world be, man. Don't engage. Stop caring. I think it's the only way to be. I hate to say it, but that is the way of the world. It is just too aggressive out there. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. That concludes our trip. It was a fun one. My hands, I just realized though, I'm not wearing my gloves again. I mean, why did I buy those things? I put them on once to see if they look good in the mirror, and I never wore them again. They're in the car too, I just forgot. They're just not second nature. All right, so that was my little tour of the Arts District in the Boyle Heights. It's a ride I make a lot, I really enjoy it. A little hectic sometimes, but it's really fun. You know, keep liking and subscribing. Like and subscribe, please. I'll see you around.